Yo, what's up, everyone? It's me. I'm back. Infamous OJ. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all one word. Right now, my next video that I'm going to do right now is pretty much just a lighter side. I'm not going to get on that controversial, apparently disrespectful topic I was on before. Let's lighten it up a little bit. So, my opinions now is based towards pretty much the sports world right now, which I think is tripping. Like, one story I'm kind of on right now is the whole Santonio Holmes. Like, this dude, to me, is like, he's really acting like a attention whore, you know what I mean? Like, this nigga's been like that for a few years now. I mean, first he's talking to the media, talking about Mark Sanchez offensive line is the reason they lost, and he can't perform at the end of the games because he was tired playing too many plays, and leaking shit. He talking shit about Sanchez, and he talking shit about Tebow. Now he out talking about he wants the media to stop portraying the Jets as such a, I guess in one word, like a controversial team just for ratings when it actually isn't helping the team. But I'm like, nigga, that's what you doing. You've been running your mouth since last year. You know, every single time you got the feeling you want to run to the authorities to vent off some shit to seem like a little celebrity whore, like, you know, use Twitter. Like, that's what everybody else do. Use your Twitter account to talk shit. But you going to reporters saying dumb shit like, what's the last thing he said? He went out and said that the Mark Sanchez and Tim Tebow wasn't going to work. He said that he didn't think a two-quarterback system on his own offense was going to work, and he didn't think it was a good idea. He said this to reporters. How are you going to down your own offensive system and let the media take it and run with it, and then you don't get mad at the media? Like, shut the fuck up, dude. You worse than them hoes that's at the end of the locker room waiting to suck your dick at the end for recognition. You doing the same shit. You sucking media's dick, and ain't gonna get mad at the media for interviewing you. Like, get the hell out of here, bro. And off of him, this whole Dwight Howard situation, you know, this dude, I'm not even gonna get on his head for leaving Orlando, because, you know, the way sports is nowadays, it's like, that's just how it is, you know. I mean, these players are pretty much looking out for themselves, because as a player, your two main outlooks is you want to win and you want to get paid while you're winning in, you know, your location. So, you know, I'm not going to, you know, trip on like players relocating in this league, but it's just the fashion in which you're doing it. Because, I mean, LeBron, he fucked up by making it like a big old, like, you know, ESPN event with the decision and, you know, kind of playing his franchise, which was not good. But at least he kept his mouth shut until the shit actually went down. Like, you mean, Howard been talking shit since last year, talking about where he wants to go and what's going on and what he's not sad about. Like, why are you opening your mouth, dude? Like, you making yourself seem like a hoe. Like, come on. Like, be a man, play your season out. If you want to leave, keep that shit under tables and do the shit when it comes, you know, when it comes to light. Go ahead and let out your statement once everything's set and final. But like all this back and forth, like, I'll only play for Brooklyn, and all these teams are trying to trade for me, but I'm not going to re-sign with any of them because I want to go to Brooklyn. And that leads me to think, like, what the hell is so good about Brooklyn? I realize you probably want to go play with D. Will and Joe Johnson and Crash, but it's like, honestly, if you really want to lead a team to a ring or be like a contributing factor and get your money, because Brooklyn's not going to pay you that well because they already blowing all their money on D. Will and Humphreys and Johnson and Crash. So obviously your best choice would be the Lakers, because the Lakers got infinite money. They've been signing niggas since the 60s. You know, they did Wilt, they did Kareem, they did Shaq. Like, now it's your turn. Don't you see that? But you still questioning whether you want to sign. You jumping on Brooklyn's nuts. And then, you know, he might actually prefer LA now, but I don't know, because he runs his mouth so damn much you can't even tell what the fuck he wants to do. Because last time I checked in, he supposedly agreed to getting the extension on signing, but now that's apparently not true. Now he just wants to have an option to explore the free agent market at the end of the season as if he was with any other team. And supposedly that's even if he gets traded to Brooklyn. So I'm like, what the fuck is really going on? Like, you having all these people talk for you. Like, how about now you actually come and you put your face on camera, get like you be better off doing what LeBron did. Like make ESPN give you an interview and at least tell people how the fuck you feel, or like if you're gonna make sense of all this, because it's really destroying your character. And I mean, I know everything's gonna get played out on the court, but it's like, come on, man. Like I just think an image just has something to do with it. And right now, you kind of sound like a spoiled bitch, to be honest. And then your counterpart, Andrew Bynum, like that nigga just so nonchalant about everything. I wonder, like, does he give a fuck about life? Like, I mean, this dude, you was with the Lakers franchise to be like the next great center, and you still acting like a fucking 12-year-old. Like, you look like a 12-year-old. Like, I mean, you gotta act like it. This thing look like a big-ass 15-year-old. Like, he on JV freshman varsity or something. But he's in the same predicament because he's not even guaranteeing to re-sign with whoever he gets traded to. So it's like you got two centers with the same damn ideals, and people are trying to figure out what the fuck they want to do with these guys because everybody's scared of getting screwed. And that's just so messy. And like I honestly feel like, you know, because Orlando's not going to want to do any trades unless they get something real good, which is probably only Bynum. And Bynum doesn't even want to guarantee signing. And it's like, why would they put themselves with another dumb, immature ass center and make them in a position where they're going to have to do this all over again next year with another dude who's not even as good? I mean, I just think, like, if you don't come to some type of agreement, bro, like, just set the season out. And when you're a free agent next year, go where the hell you want to for how much you want to. But other than that, it's like, this shit is so played out and dramatized. And next, the whole Jeremy Lin situation. You know, I'm not mad at Jeremy Lin, but I understand, like, you know, these Knicks fans, they're just like Laker fans. They don't know shit. Because I was reading this blog, and all these Knicks fans was talking shit about Lin. Like, he's a traitor. He going for the money and blah, blah, blah. Like, we made you. And I'm like, no, you didn't. He made y'all. Yeah, Knicks is such an overrated bullshit franchise. Like, the only reason you're so rated so high is because you're in New York City, and people make movies about the Knicks. But y'all have one championship ring over a span of like 60, 70 years. You only made the finals a few times, and you spent a lot of years losing than winning. So Jeremy Lin came in and pretty much brought y'all to attention to even make the playoffs because your two biggest players that you spent all this shitload of money on couldn't even complete a season. So no, Lin made Knicks. Knicks didn't make Jeremy. They gave him a chance. I'm sure he's thankful. And dude actually wanted to stay. But in actuality, the story was Houston offered him the money. Knicks matched the money. But when Knicks matched the money, Carmelo, you know, Lala's husband, probably best scorer, but immature ass, can't play with a team ass, Carmelo, he told Knicks management that they was offering him too much money. Carmelo didn't like that. And they took a poll of like the whole Knicks locker room, and only 2 Knicks agreed with it. I mean, actually disagreed with it. The other rest of the locker room was fine. But I can only imagine that those 2 players was on Carmelo and Marty, because they're the 2 best paid niggas on the team. And then Knicks came out with pretty much no class and said that they didn't want to give Lin too much money because they feel like he could have came back in the playoffs in Miami 85%. He refused to play, which isn't really fact because he wasn't cleared to play till like the last game, Game 5, where they were pretty much going to lose anyway. So why risk injury on a plane that was pretty much insignificant? Like, you weren't going to come back from 3-0. So just shut that shit up. You know, get off Lin's back. Lin, he came from the bottom. He got to the top. He deserves his money, and he got it with another franchise. Get over it. You guys can't manage players. You're just a bad franchise. Sorry, Knicks fans. And last thing I'm talking about is just this epidemic of these dumbass football players. Like, I used to think that football players got into trouble the most just because there were so many of them. But nah, it's like, it's too much. I mean, Dez Bryant smacked his mom in the face with a baseball cap. His mom smacked the bitch with a cap while they were arguing. Doomerville from Broncos is alleged battery and assault with a concealed weapon. Other Kenny Brett's DUI on the Air Force Base with a military sergeant. Like, what the fuck? What is wrong with y'all niggas? And it's like, it's a whole list of it. It's a lot. It's not even like a here and there. I just think like the NFL, I'm just gonna chalk it down to like it's a bunch of niggas who came from the South, because a lot of people from the NFL are like from the Southern states. I noticed that in the draft. I think it just comes down to these niggas just ain't never had money before, and they get to the NFL and they can't leave that hood life alone. They pretty much is on the ignorant shit. I mean, basketball is more. You see stars come from like more regions in the USA rather than football. Like football, it seems like the quarterbacks come from like up north. The linemen and the linebackers and the running backs, the skill positions come from the South. Quarterbacks come from California, and everyone else just kind of fills in the Midwest, you know. And it's like it's mostly skill players who do this dumb shit, and I'm just gonna chalk it down to like nigga shit. I mean, y'all gotta get that together, because like the sports scene is going nuts on the lower, you know, information bar of like all these people getting arrested, and it's like y'all is making like it a coon sport, really. Like it's getting cooned out, bro. But that's all I'm gonna get on right now. It's hitting about like 12 minutes, so that's kind of long. I don't want to make my videos that long. If y'all want another sports one, just tell me, and I'll probably just talk about more shit. So that was it. Have a good day.